Since last fall, there has been little discussion about what will happen with the new provincial regulations around paper and packaging recycling. But small business has recently cut a break, being made exempt from some of the rules.
Last fall, the Regional District of Fraser-Fort George and the City both rejected an offer from Multi-Materials BC for the collection of paper and packaging products. The decision was largely due to the penalties associated with contamination. For instance, if the contamination rate exceeded 3%, a local government would have been penalised. The majority of local governments in BC rejected the idea. Since then, there has been little movement between MMBC, the Union of BC Municipalities, and a special committee.
So far, not so much. The contract is still onerous and punitive. We're waiting for some kind of movement in that area, but mostly we don't see it in the very near future. For me, this is something that takes a while to get right, and I'm hoping that they're going to take a longer period of time to get it right for those in the collection side.
That's the collections side. There are also the producers of paper and packaging products.
The document that outlined the necessary stewardship plan was 200 pages long. So MMBC came up with a plan to provide this service across BC. So now, as of May, businesses across the province will have to work with MMBC to put in place a plan to ensure that their printed and packaging materials are reduced and recycled.
However, there has been some movement with a segment of business that produces paper products.
The BC Chamber and the work that was done by the Chamber and the Chamber Network ensured that you would only be, even if you were such a producer, you would only be affected if you produced over 1 ton of the product or if you had more than just one retail outlet.
It means that fewer than 300 retail businesses in BC will fall under the regulations, while 380,000 will not. In the meantime, work is still underway on the collection side, though it is slow going.
As to where they've got to, well, their process is somewhat quiet. They may be making great strides, but we won't know that until they're ready to release some information. Art Kane, the chair of the regional district, and I'm the vice chair here, he sits on that committee. And I spoke with him last night, and there's really no update specific at this point in time.
The hope is to have a plan in place for BC communities who will be doing the collecting by May of this year. Cheryl Jan, CKPG News.